Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 11 of the Full English podcast, episode 3 of the Full English Vidcast. This is our E3 special. The people that are, I think they're sniffing me at the moment. We've got Mr. Richard Walker as normal. Hello.
Mr. Richard Walker.
Very special guest. Esteemed games industry personality, journalist, good friend, Julia Hardy.
Hello. Hi.
I'm clapping. I'll be the only one clapping.
That's
we
all
should
right.
have had like applause on a button.
Can you add it in later?
Yeah,
So
in post, exactly. It's like we've got an audience.
It is.
Right, welcome to our E3 special. Basically, we're just going to talk for an hour, when I start the timer, about video games, E3, press conferences, etc., etc., etc.
Press conferences? Thought we covered that.
No, but this is our Vidcast podcast. The podcast people haven't heard our amazing insight.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. Well, they usually
You
do.
didn't tell me I needed that.
No.
I don't know if I can.
Have you listened to any of our podcasts?
I actually haven't.
What?
I listened to you enough in normal life,
Okay,
let alone like logging on and downloading or streaming something that you've done.
So you'll learn after 5 minutes that we just go off topic very quickly.
Okay, good.
And we go very far.
I'm good at tangents. So.
Okay, and we go quite low in terms of the last podcast we were talking about Limpid Christie being a paraplegic running backwards.
Yeah, you have
So-
to
Okay,
get
so
that in
yeah,
context.
okay, all right.
So-
I reckon I can take
Doesn't
it.
make any
You're
sense
okay
at
with
all.
this.
I'm alright, that's fine. Yeah.
Our audience likes our craziness. So look, we've been like 3 minutes, no E3 yet. So
Good.
E3.
Loving it.
This is day 3 or stroke day 2, depending on whether
Do
day...
you count the press conference day or
Yeah,
not?
I count press conference day. Nobody else does.
They
Yeah,
call
but
it
still
day
hold
zero.
Day
Day
zero.
zero.
What is this? Like day Z?
So this is, I don't know.
So this is day, I'm going to call it 3.
Okay.
This is the Wednesday.
Okay.
1 day left. We have seen a lot of games in the last 3 days.
Yeah, you had to count again.
I'm just not going to mention numbers
Your whole
anymore.
intro was about what day it is, and then you're like,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so this is day Wednesday.
yeah, day Wednesday.
So let's start with the press conferences. Actually, how's your E3 been so far?
Oh, busy.
Busy.
Like, really, really busy. I've had to do a lot of quick kind of turnaround content, which is new, because normally I sort of come out with a video team because I predominantly kind of present and do like on-camera stuff. And this year I've been on my own, and I've never done E3 by myself before. And it's a bit lonely,
Yeah.
it's a bit hectic, and you forget that when you're like with a team of people, if you have like a bit of a bad day, like they kind of keep your energy going. So I had like a bad kind of like first day. It was like trying to get a lot of stuff done and feeling like I wasn't getting a lot of stuff done. And then you can only rely on you to sort of pick up your own mood. And because I'm rubbish at that, I just was like walking around like Michael Cera, all day in like daylight, like do like doing like a long walk with a heavy bag. But no, other than that, it's been great.
Today's been good, yeah?
Today's been really, really good. I do love E3.
Really?
I do. I really do.
I'm jaded.
But doesn't it just warm your heart when you like see everyone getting really excited about games and you get excited about the future of games? It's nice.
I don't know, I spend most of my day with European journalists asking how many polygons there are, how many weapons and how many maps.
You need to come more into like lifestyle PR.
I do.
Oh, sorry, lifestyle journalism. It's like cool. Like, what kind of hats do you get?
Oh, wow. That's
great.
the kind of stuff that I want to know.
I want to know how many hats do I get. I don't care about
maps?
whether it's in 1080p.
So
Is
how
it
many
fun?
hats do you get?
It depends what game you're playing.
Yeah, what game?
It depends.
What game have you seen with a lot of hats?
None, actually.
None.
Depressingly. None with any hats.
No
Like, what are
hats.
they doing?
Distinct
Why
lack
aren't
of
there
hats.
hats?
So last year there was a load of crossbows, this year there's just no hats.
Yeah, that's true. I think this year's been very much about co-op. That's the main thing I've kind of taken away. Playing with your friends.
Co-op is back.
It is, and I like that. It's one of the things that I miss most about, if you're like you play a lot of video games, I'd like sit in my lounge and I'd feel like a total nerd because I'm just playing through single player campaigns on my own, to the point where I'd get quite sad about it that I bought another TV so that my friends can come round, and if we're both playing single player campaigns, we sit next to each other so I don't feel like such a loser. Because you have like a few beers and you're like, hey John, how's it going? How's your week? And you're like, yeah, we just beat this guy up. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's been really good.
Can't you do party chat?
Yeah, but it's just nice having someone sitting next to you and
Some
having some
company.
kind of human interaction. Otherwise, what the fuck?
You don't get a lot of that.
No.
Rich, you're E3?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, no, go on, sorry.
Okay, what would you like
Rich
to
has
talk
a
about?
tendency to waffle. We were doing a short video yesterday and it was just sum up this game, and it went on for about 20 minutes. And he was talking about village names and types
What
of
game is
cake.
that?
The Witcher 3. You can't sum up The Witcher
it's
3
true.
in a pithy, glib, entertaining way.
I did.
Yeah,
Last year I saw a Monster Hunt.
You are pithy and glib, aren't you?
Your face is pithy and glib.
Cheers.
But yeah, E3 so far.
Okay, well, my E3 started with Alien, so off to a pretty strong start, I think.
Did you do it on Oculus?
No.
That terrifies me.
I
Just
want
the
that.
thought of it.
Oh, yes.
Are they showing it on Oculus?
Yeah.
Apparently
here?
they are.
On the Oculus stand, it's there.
Should I tell you what would be really cool? I tried Morpheus this morning. I
I still haven't tried it.
snuck in. It was amazing. And on my first day. It just blurs into one long
Yeah.
day. It's really hard to tell.
First day, press conference day, or
No, God, my God, stop. And I tried Street Luge, which is the one they just London Studio announced. So there's no controller at all. You're doing Street Luge, and you basically just lean left
really?
and right as you go down the hill. And I've got these photos of me where I look like I've got like weird claw hands because my hands are just like, you don't want to sit still because it feels really weird, but then you don't have to do anything.
Okay.
But then imagine if you had Alien Isolation where it was like you actually had to duck down and hide.
Oh my God,
That would be really cool.
Well, it's scary as it is.
Well,
So-
Yes.
I was talking to somebody about it, and apparently you look down, so your control or whatever it is, it's like the beep thingy. What's
Oh yeah,
The motion
the
tracker.
tracker,
the motion tracker?
Yeah.
The beep thingy.
The
It's been a
beep
long
thingy.
E3. I'm zapped already, so I'm going to probably just start talking a lot of garbage, more so than normal.
Right.
Yeah, I was
If
gonna
that's
say.
possible,
Yeah.
Dan.
Exactly.
If that's possible.
Apparently, you look down at the motion tracker.
Yeah, you do.
If you've got it held up, you have to hold the right bumper.
No,
or
for
R1.
Oculus.
For Oculus.
For
it's still on
Oculus, you look down.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's
That's
like,
cool.
and he was saying that it's okay when he looked down and then he saw it and then it was in front of him and it comes at him.
Oh, God.
But
Yeah.
another time he was doing it, he looked down and as he looked up, all he saw was his spike come out the middle of him
Oh,
with the
I love it.
alien coming from behind.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh no.
But I'm just so excited about Alien Isolation because obviously Alien's Colonial Marines, and we were
Yeah.
all really excited. Do you remember how excited we
I
were?
do, yeah.
And then,
It looked great as well the first time they showed it off.
see, but the first time I saw it, I'm quite good at guessing how things go later and just getting a sense of things. I think I am anyway. And when I saw that first one, and it was just like there were so many aliens coming at you, and it was all just a bit like go fetch, waypoint there, go and do this thing there, but less exciting than Dead Space and less scary than Dead Space. And I kind of came away and I was a bit like, oh, I don't know.
Your spider sense went off.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I don't think this
Yeah.
is going to work. But with Alien Isolation, it's just clever. Like, you want it to be tense. You shouldn't just be able to just, like, zap them and kill
absolutely.
them. And it should be terrifying.
We've interviewed a few of the Creative Assembly guys now, and they are passionate Alien fans, and they've always maintained that this is the Alien game that they wanted to play, that they wanted.
Yeah.
And as Alien fans, you know.
Well, I saw their presentation at GDC.
Yeah.
And before it was hands-on, it was like an hour presentation of how they're making it an authentic alien experience.
But they said that with Aliens Colonial Marines,
know,
and so
I
straight
know.
away I was
No,
like,
but these guys.
No, I know, yeah.
It's like for the video stuff, they're recording it via different... I think they were putting it on a TV, then recorded it via the camera.
All the lo-fi stuff.
Yeah, and then they put it through another camera, and then they add filters and stuff to it, and
cool.
it looks like really kind of 60s.
Yeah.
Because it's that weird 60s,
70s,
70s,
late
70s futuristic vibe, though, right? So
Yeah.
it's everything steeped in a
It's
little
all
bit of the...
analog and
Yeah.
big buttons and CRT screens and stuff.
So the CRT
So,
stuff they did was amazing.
Yeah.
But I love that I asked him, how's your E3 been? We got to
we-
one game, and we're like 7 minutes through it.
OMG.
And the rest was, yeah.
Alien. What else did I say? I saw The Witcher 3. I'm not going to...
Did you play the other Witcher games?
I played 2.
Did you finish it?
No.
I started
did.
on hard and
I've-
then never went back to it.
I've finished it. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
gonna go back
I
to
quite
it.
like, because you know, like it split in the middle. You had to choose like whether you were trying to go over
girl.
after
Yeah,
your
yeah.
girlfriend effectively, or you're just gonna like flossy off and do something else. And it's not that exciting. But there was a bit I basically couldn't be bothered to go and like save my girlfriend. I was like,
You're
yeah,
not that
she'll
far. That's early on.
Is it?
yeah, I was like, I couldn't be bothered to go like help her out or whatever. And then there was a bit later in the game where they were talking about her, and I was like, oh, but you know, like, is she all right? And it was kind of like, well, if you'd been that concerned about her, maybe you should have gone to break. No, and I went off and just had like sex with like a succubus instead. I was like, you know
Never had
what?
sex.
Didn't you?
No, I didn't get that
She
far
was a
with the
filthy
sex.
minx, that one. It was
Yeah.
well worth getting that far ahead. But then I
These
remember,
Polish guys, right?
I remember like I was doing my 2 TV setup thing at home, and Laurie Blake had come over, and he was like, I was saying how like I take forever to play games, like always longer, and we were sitting around and playing. He was like, Julia, I've worked out why you take so long to play video games. games, and basically I'd spent all this time trying to get like a really particular sword or something, just like going through menus and like looking at the stats and then like jotting them down and just going and shopping.
Oh no, I'm the opposite.
It's ridiculous.
I never buy anything in RPGs. I always pick it up and then hoard. It's like my entire life. I hoard stuff.
Do you sell it off? No.
No.
You just keep everything.
The recent South Park game, there's an achievement for not selling anything throughout the game.
Did you do it?
And I got it without even noticing it was on the list. I was like, okay.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
I always find it really interesting to see how everyone kind of plays things a little bit differently, and your weird kind of personality traits just come out in like the basic decisions you
I think
make.
that's a weird one because there's loads of junk in South Park.
Yeah, but no, I was like, yeah, it's alright.
See, I've never been to your flat. Are you just one of those people where you've got to climb into a small letterbox because there's so much shit everywhere?
In my office, I have a wall of Blu-rays and DVDs, stuff that from like the 80s and stuff like that. I've bought on Blu-ray, but I haven't bothered to get rid of the other one.
Dan buys like everything that comes out.
I genuinely do.
He has no filter system.
No, it could be
I don't
terrible.
have that. Thank you.
It could be terrible, and I would buy it. And sometimes I don't even watch it. It just goes on the shelf.
You could build a fort out of it.
I genuinely could. You know what? I'm going to do that.
Build
a Blu-ray fort.
Build a fort. Let him know if you'd like him to build a fort out of DVD and Blu-ray cases, because I would like to see that.
I've got enough, but it's going to be huge.
Do like
as well.
a time lapse.
Oh wow! And
then put a little flag outside and have a little sign that says "No girls."
oh, that's a bit fun.
Yeah, look. To be honest with you, no girls are going to come in your fort with you.
How dare you?
So we're just telling.
What? No mill houses. I've got one mill house. No mill houses. Girls are allowed. Girls allowed.
You're not going to get any girls in your fort. I'm sorry.
What? Will you come around and sit in my Blu-ray fort?
I will, but I don't think I can quantify as a normal girl, so it's fine.
So look, this is a great tangent already. But when the guys came round to do our Xbox One launch stuff, they saw how I played games. It infuriated them.
Really?
I was
I think it bothered Lee a lot more than it bothered me.
I was slow, meticulous, checking out every corner.
Yeah, I'm the same. And then everyone's always like way ahead. And I'm acutely aware when I go to events, because I'm like one of a few girls, I feel really self-conscious when I game in front of people because I feel like people are really judging me. Because I played Rainbow Six today and the guy's like, have you played any games? Like, ever?
Did he say
yeah. And
wow.
he's like,
Insulting.
thanks. It's just one of those, and I feel acutely aware, but I tend to get super involved in stuff, like really emotionally. If I watch like a film, if I play video games, and actually I was playing up at Rezzed, I was playing Alien Isolation, and afterwards the guys were just like, you're really funny to watch play games, because I'm like, no, what are you doing? And actually I remember at a Bulletstorm review event, I was like laughing out loud and like, this is really, and all this stuff. And I met up with some of the guys, like this was like months later, and they were like, you're that girl from that event who's like really noisy when she plays games. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like,
just at that event? No, just
in general a bit noisy, but no. But I think I'd like to get involved. I wouldn't sit there and just be quite stoic. I'd want to, because then if you sort of let yourself go a little bit and you're a bit squeaky and a bit like, you get, exactly.
I remember the Evil Within event recently, because it was in a really dark room, headphones on in this little kind of cubby hole, and there were like 20 people there, and by the time I'd finished, everyone had gone, even the PRs, and I was like, wait, what?
There's no one here!
I was like, but it was a bit like that, and I was like, I'd jump and then I'd look round to make sure nobody stood behind me walking, and I like to game on my own when no one can see me.
You need to build
Legs
your
up,
fort.
pants on.
If you sort your fort out, you could play some games in there.
I'm going to do a live
Get a little
stream.
projector.
I'm going to do a live stream from within the fort. Little
That'd
hole.
be funny.
And then just, hey guys.
Can we build a fort? I really want to build a fort.
Well, we can't now, but we haven't got anything
we
to
could
do.
build a really good fort with this,
yeah.
Yeah, so you guys have seen, if you're watching or if you're listening, you should be watching our other videos, but we've been on the balcony all week, but we're actually in the Rosero hub.
The stinky boys' apartment for E3.
It did smell. But
did smell a bit of boy in here.
But it's like, whatever. Leave us alone.
Fine.
We've got a freezer full of pizzas and microwavable burgers.
You know what? We have no beer though.
That's weird, actually.
That is
for
weird.
You.
Yeah, that is
for me.
Yeah, for you, drunky Dan.
You've got me all wrong. It's just an English thing.
He's the drunkiest person ever.
No, I'm sociable.
drunk.
I'm sociable. It's like
I remember distinctly being drunk at the O-Bar and you telling the barman or whatever, or the bouncer, that I better spend the money I spend in here.
No, I never said that. I never said that. No.
So you remember that time we were there and that woman told me off for standing on that bit of the stage.
Because she rented it out for like $2,000.
I know, you're like one idiot. Who pays for a space in the O-Bar? It's like a complete dive.
Whoa, you leave that place alone.
He practically owns it, basically, the amount of money he spends.
Yeah. So anyway, E3.
Yeah, sorry.
We've gone from forts to Alien. I don't know.
Alien to
Yeah, the
Forts
evil
to
to-
Obar.
So
Okay.
let's jump back a day to the press conferences.
Yes.
Did you see them all, both of you?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I wasn't at Ubisoft. I ended up going and sitting by the pool and just watching the stream. And I was like, why don't I do this with all of them?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next year.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, what you probably don't know is, and ironically, when you come to these events, the Wi-Fi is appalling. So if you're at the press conference, you can't tweet, you can't put up pictures, you can't make snippy remarks to show off. You can't do any of those things, and then you're basically just watching a
And
screen.
I usually do all of those things.
I like all those things, and I can't do them. So actually, watching it at the Ubisoft, I was like, I'm paying more attention now, and I can kind of do work and send tweets and have a look, and I don't have to queue up. I don't have to go downtown, make the crowds. It's actually better.
Yeah, I'm going to do that next year now, because I went to Microsoft and then I went to EA, and I was speaking to one of my PR friends, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to show anything new. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go. So I came back and annoyed everyone else while they were working. Playing Persona.
What you doing?
Yeah.
What you
Pretty
doing?
much.
What you doing?
What you doing?
Yeah.
Have you done this?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
So,
I know. Yeah, you are annoying. We know this.
But big fan of the press conference days. How do you rank that on previous years?
So okay, obviously last year was a bit. You know, there was a lot of drama going on. You know, obviously new consoles were launched. There was the whole kind of done that trick thing.
Oh,
Lest we forget, and the DRM stuff, you forget how much drama there was. And then I thought actually last year, you know, like at the very, very end of the conference, where they have all the like swooshy graphics and they spent a fortune making them all look really nice. And when they put up the price, it really looked like someone had just typed that damn thing in. Because it was just like Arial font, like this is the price. So it seemed a bit like they'd like waited till the morning and then been like, let's do it like this. And then I think this year, I think Microsoft have done a really, really good job of addressing all the issues from last time and talking about the community and saying like, you know, we want your feedback, you know, we respect it, that kind of thing. And then really pushing hard on indie and going, game, instead of TV, it was games again. And I think, because, you know, we're not at that point where if, you know, it can be like this media hub and whatever, that's great, but you've got to remember your core audience are gamers, and, you know, you can have all these additional functions and stuff like that, but you can't just ignore, and especially not just be like, well, if you want to do it on an Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you know what I mean? These people have made you the success that you
absolutely.
are. So I think, you know, they've done a good job of kind of coming back from that. And even just on their stand, like all the indie games they've got there, they have like a huge section, more than I thought they would.
Yeah.
And they're trying to obviously go toe to toe, you know, with PlayStation. They also obviously talked about, they were quite... they're talking about, you know, like we're all like Nintendo and us and Sony and we're all the same and la 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 la, which was interesting, I thought, which was kind of nice.
And then
kind of nice. And then Sony were a bit snippy.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other way back.
It was like,
quite funny,
we have the best looking games. You can't get these games as good
Yeah.
looking as here on this
What
platform.
did they say that about?
Just in general,
Yeah, it
it's
was,
like if you
wasn't
want to
it?
play
Looking-
these
oh, that's
games,
it.
if you want to play
Looking
Destiny, it's going to be better and
Yeah.
bigger on here.
That was a
you
low
need to
blow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was nice that, you know, Microsoft kind of took that stance and were a bit like, hey, we're all friends.
Does that not come across as really catty from Sony? Because last year they were playful with it,
They
with the
didn't
whole
need to
used
say
game
it,
thing.
did they?
Yeah. No.
They didn't need to say it. No, I don't think so. Because I mean, you know, they are a bit ahead, I suppose. Really.
Well, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen with the 10% Connect power. Now it's been put back into games.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I can predict.
Go on, give us your prediction.
A riot.
I think bugger all.
What?
Oh.
I don't think it'll make much difference.
What? The power? So you don't think the Xbox One can catch up with the PS4?
Probably. As the developers get to grips with it, but I don't think that 10% GPU or whatever it is.
10%. That's
That's
a lot.
quite a lot, though. If it was 2%, you'd be like, whatever. But 10% is quite a bit.
10%. So Watch Dogs could be 10% better looking. 10%.
Not bothered.
10%.
I want my games to play well. I don't really care.
It's like if you bought 10 burgers, you get a free burger.
It's like a whole free burger
It's like-
with every
when
Xbox
you when you
One.
say it like that,
Yeah, but it's like that's
They
like,
should do that. Free hamburgers with every console. You buy
I would buy multiple consoles.
I don't know, maybe. I don't see it myself.
So you don't think the Xbox One will catch up with the PS4? I'm putting you on the spot now, Richard.
It will eventually. I don't.
Yes or no?
Yeah, no, yes.
Yes, that's not a word.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
But-
it will.
No, I think. I mean, you look at last year, and the PS3 was the more powerful console.
But that didn't have Kinect dragging it down, did it?
No, but this is why they're removing all the processing power, pushing it
I
into.
don't know, like there's something quite nice about when you turn into Xbox One and Kinect recognises you and says, "Hi, Julia," and I'm like, "Hi, Xbox."
I
how
actually
are you?
say it back
I
as
do
well.
say it back like a complete loser. It seems rude not to.
Yeah.
Not to just, let's talk manners.
Do you know what I
mean,
do?
you wouldn't know.
Whenever Kinect successfully recognises my voice, I go, cheers. Because it never works most of the time.
Really?
What I've noticed is, weirdly, the
seldom
more I sort of enunciate and I'm like, sign in as Julia, it doesn't like it. The more I slur it, alright, Xbox sign as Julia, or Xbox sign as Julia, does that mean I'm like really drunk all the time?
No,
I
yeah,
don't understand. It's
probably.
learning,
Yeah.
weirdly, which is a bit disturbing that I obviously don't speak well or something.
I have like a radio voice for mine that I have to put on it.
Yeah.
Xbox, turn on! Because I don't like Xbox, turn on, right. I don't like my accent, so at the moment I've got a really gravelly voice, so it's not going to like that when I get back. Too much.
It's really judgy. I'm coming home, my Xbox is going to judge me
like-
because you smoke too much. It's
Yeah.
like a parent.
I've only started smoking recently, which is why my throat has gone back.
You've only started smoking recently.
Well, I gave up for like 6
Again.
months,
Recently.
and then our camera equipment was
Didn't even
stolen.
notice.
What? Do you not?
No.
Really?
No.
I gave up for 6 months, and then my camera equipment got stolen. Well, our camera equipment got stolen.
And that's your
can't-
excuse for smoking
you
again.
can't use that as an excuse because you got it all replaced.
10 grand's worth of camera
You got it
equipment.
all replaced.
Did they not check the CCTV? What
They
happened
did
with that?
nothing on it
How is there
I
nothing
don't
on
know.
it? Where
I
did
don't
you
know.
leave it? Where was it?
with our equipment. So somebody just wandered in, just stole my shit. Oh,
So
shit.
Where was it, like backstage or something?
Yeah,
like
it was, yeah. So we don't know.
That's really harsh because you think like it wouldn't be that bad. But
Yeah.
That's really out of
Gone on
line.
topic again.
We always do. See, look, we always come
That's
back
fine.
when I go.
This is supposed to be an E3 special. And
No, we talked to
jumping.
each
Well,
other.
we need to hurry up because there's all these crisps down here that we want to
Yeah, I
eat.
know, they're
There's
putting
loads
me
of
off.
We've still got like
jalapeno,
another 38 minutes.
jalapeno
of
Cheetos,
random
which
banter.
are just these
So-
are delicious.
Should we talk more about games?
Oh god, they smell vile.
Look at the colour of that. It's not right, is it?
Wow.
Quick bite.
I'm a fan
Okay.
of the original.
I'm gonna have a drink break. Okay, so EA disappointing press conference, right? You can agree with
I
that?
thought so, but
I don't care. They said something. They said the word. They said the phrase Mass Effect 4, and I was just like beaming for the rest of it.
it was because
Yeah.
Battlefield Hardline got leaked. It was, that ruined it for them. I think that would have been their big reveal, their big kind of big bang at the end, and
It was more
It's
of
more of
a
a
it was a whimper.
wet, damp squib.
yeah, damp squid.
Squib.
Have you seen the IT Crowd episode? Have you
What?
seen it? Where is it? Because
Don't watch
they
it.
take the piss out, and one of them says a phrase wrong.
Oh yeah.
And at the end, he's on trial, and he goes, "Yeah, it's a bit like a damp squid." But the lawyer was like, "Did you just say damp squid?" Checks the record. Yeah. He said. So just a bit of a root squib. Yeah, that's
Cheers.
completely
Excellent.
massively off topic. Watch it.
Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, but there's nothing
Mass
there.
Effect 4. Mass Effect 4. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I want to see stuff. I don't want to see concept.
Yeah, no,
stuff. Show
I
me
know.
something
But the
proper.
fact that it's happening is enough. For me.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
everyone's done that for a
already.
while. They've been
Yeah, but-
tweeting pictures.
I know,
Look,
but it doesn't-
Commander Shepard Day. Wow. Here's
I saw
a
Jennifer
picture.
Hale actually last
Oh,
year because
really?
I play as FemChef, and I was doing an interview with Nolan North, and she was there, and then I was leaving the room, and I was like, "Oh, you're Jennifer Hale," and then I just went up to her like this. This is all I did, and I just went, "FemChef,"
Oh, really?
and then she was like, "Oh," and then I was like, "Bye." That was
Wow.
my entire interaction.
I saw you on Nolan North interview from last year. Didn't he do
Yeah,
your impression
did
of
the
you?
impression.
I basically goaded him
Yeah,
into doing an
because he didn't
impression
want to
of
do
me.
it, and you were like,
And I'm like,
yeah.
"Come on, you're Nolan North, for fuck's sake,
I
just
think
do an
he-
impression." And then it was like, "Ian, wait,
Yeah,
what? You're
I think,
joking?"
I think he quite enjoyed it in the end.
It
did.
It was brilliant.
That was a highlight of last year's
It was
year, I
good.
have to say. He's really cool though. I
Okay,
really
that's a
like
nice segue. What's your highlight of this year? Rich?
Hmm.
I saw Hideo Kojima today. That's quite
That's
Did
your
you touch
highlight.
him?
You
no,
saw
I
a man.
I just wanted to put that in there.
But what's your highlight? Deathly silence.
Playing Destiny.
Okay,
For the
okay.
first
Oh, I'm
time.
playing that tomorrow.
Yeah, that was really cool because a lot of people had said they played it and they didn't think all that much of it.
Yeah, that's what I got.
So I went in with my expectations lowered a bit, and I was really pleasantly surprised to find out that it's actually good.
That's
Really
good.
good, and it's full of promise. I mean, all that RPG stuff, all that customization, and the size of the worlds, and I didn't realise that there's strike mode and multiplayer, and You can go off and explore and find hidden treasure and stuff, and there's like this amazing exploration challenge, and you get this amazing treasure at the end if you manage to complete it. And
I just want to see.
massive.
Do you remember when they first announced it and they were talking about how like you were going to play either like co-op like with your friends or whatever, or like a single player whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was meant to be like this weird like seamless transition into like multiplayer bits. And then I was talking to Nick, and he was saying, "Oh, it's not really like that." But did you see any of that, like where it just kind of seamlessly, like there's a transition, or do you have to kind of access the multiplayer by choosing something?
Basically, you access everything through. You hold down the touchpad on the PS4 controller, so I guess it'd be like the options or menu button on the Xbox, and you bring up like, your little guilty spark thing, as you call it. I don't know what it's called. It's like a little kind of drone thing.
This is an MMO Halo. I'm sorry.
Kind of
customization.
And you access most of the stuff from that. You hold it in your hand in front of you, and if you hold triangle, it takes you into orbit, and you can select which planet you want to go to.
Okay.
And the Strike stuff we played.
What's Strike?
It's basically like a 3-player co-op thing, and you go in and you take on a load of enemies and a boss. Not really. It's more of like a.
Is it just a horde mode?
It's more
wait.
like
Is it just a horde mode?
It's not a horde mode.
That's what I say for everybody.
The way they described it, I think, was intense arcade action. But I found
it just a horde mode?
No, it's kind of like.
Did you ask that in the interview?
No, I didn't.
So
I hadn't played
is it
Strike
horde?
when I went for the interview. I'd only played multiplayer,
Okay.
so I didn't have the context there. But it's like raids in MMOs where you all band together and you go and take on a boss.
Raids, right?
It's kind of a compartmentalised, just cut off kind of raid.
Only 3 players.
3 players. Well, it was for us, but you could see other guys in the world who weren't with you necessarily.
Oh, so it's
they were on the alpha.
multiple Strike teams.
Yeah, so the alpha's live.
Okay.
So there were people in the alpha just running around doing their thing. So we were a fire team, they were a fire team doing their own thing, and you can't grief each other either and kill each other.
Really?
Yeah,
because it would just ruin it, wouldn't it?
Well, no, I like an option to turn griefing on. If you want to
probably
grief,
is,
Like
but
okay,
it might have
this
been
is-
for the benefits of the demo that they didn't put on.
I was talking about something about this today about but can you be this was it when I was seeing Morpheus, because on the Deep, they've got that asymmetric tablet thing with it, so you can help the person they're trying to make like virtual reality, so it's not just like you on your own in your room.
Yeah.
So like your mate can basically play on the tablet, and it's like about like salvage, you've got to go and find salvage, and there's sharks or whatever, so your mate can kind of direct you where things are. And I was talking to him, I was like, but can you be a dick though?
Yeah.
I mean, because really,
Get them eaten
there has
by
to
a
be
shark.
yeah, exactly. Like you want to know if you can be a bit of an arsehole, because like, what's the point of playing with your friends if you can't make their life miserable or just
That's
annoy
what friends
them?
do, right?
Exactly. It goes all the way back to split screen GoldenEye, where you'd like put your hands over someone's face or like push them.
Or
Or,
people,
Do you know
right?
what?
that makes it really fun.
My friend's trick was pulling out the controller.
Oh, I used to do
Oh
that
my
all the
God.
time. I used to do that.
Or
too.
if he lost, he used to go
That's
to the console and just turn it off. I'd be
I never did that.
Screw you.
Never did
Oh
that.
my god,
Yeah,
that's
he was
really.
a proper dick.
What I do, I still do this in FIFA now. When they're about to score, I press pause.
Yes.
And I press it when they're not paying attention. I try and get
That's
back.
out of order, Dan.
That's
Kind of
just
local.
not
It
cricket.
doesn't work online because you have to have possession of the ball to press pause.
Terrible.
But yeah,
You're the worst human
So
in
yeah,
history.
help or hinder was the phrase they use.
Yeah.
That's what we've been using quite a lot.
There was a bit of that going on in Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris.
I don't care about that.
So
So
in
wait,
the
what's
first
the difference between the two? Right.
This is basically Guardians of Light 2.
one, yeah,
Oh.
for all intents and purposes.
Yeah,
But it's
that's why I
4-player
don't
co-op.
care.
Oh.
It's next gen only and it's 4-player co-op.
Who cares? It's
It's fine.
Who's doing it?
Crystal Dynamics. So it's the
This
two
is-
made of Guardians.
but
it's a different team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
but
like the B
did you
team.
not enjoy Guardian of Light? Guardian of Light was good.
No, it's. I want to play Tomb Raider with Tombs.
Yeah,
So
but this is
hopefully
just a
Rise of the
spin-off.
Tomb
It
Raider.
doesn't take anything away from your Tomb Raider
It does.
experience.
It does.
What does it
Takes
take?
part
It
of its
does.
soul.
No,
No.
it just
It
means
makes
that
me cry inside, okay?
No.
I don't want to play it. You can't
I
make me
won't
play it. You can't make me.
I don't want to. I don't want to play with you anyway. Because you have to put like zip lines out for tight ropes for them to, and if you detach it, you can drop them in
I wouldn't
spike
be
pits.
doing that.
You do that constantly. You'd be a nightmare to play with.
GTA was the best. It was like we were on a mission, like GTA Online. Well, I'd be in the passenger seat just shooting cops to just stop getting the cops after us.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's alright. And then just killing cops.
I thought you were going to say like running me over and killing me just
Oh, I
for the
did
hell of
that,
it
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
But that's what I mean. You want a certain amount of like leverage to just
It's
be
banter,
a dick.
right? 'Cause
Yeah, it's instead of like
That
having a
resonates
chat.
with me.
Exactly. You just want to mess around with your friends. You don't want to just not have that at all. I mean, that's what I found about like with playing Watch Dogs and stuff. It felt like there was no fun. You couldn't like.
What?
There just wasn't. I stole a boat at one point, and I was like, "This is the most boring boat ride I have ever."
Yeah, but if you steal a
been
boat
on.
in GTA, it's boring.
Not if you get a speedboat. Speedboats are fun in GTA.
No, they're not. You're in
No,
the water.
it
There's
just
no
felt
one
like
there.
more sterilised a bit. Do you know what I mean?
You're sterilised.
Well, just also as well.
Very
Here's the
nice.
thing: like, if we're in this like huge techno city where we can hack loads of stuff, why does everything boil down to chasing people in a car all the time?
There were some design things that I didn't agree with, but it's their first game.
But if you could do something like hack into the car and do something weird with it,
How can you hack into a car?
I don't know. You could hack
If
into
it
the
was,
freaking city. You
If
can
it was
hack into
Knight
everything
Rider, you
else.
could hack into it. If it
I
was
don't know,
Kit.
but like if the world was smaller and you could like go into all the buildings and stuff like that, and like I don't know, I guess I kind of want it to be a bit more like Hitman, where there's like a million different ways you can solve things.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
But this is their first
different
crack at it,
genre,
right?
Doesn't mean I can't critique it.
You can
Web.
critique it, but you got to give it a bit of leeway. You know, because
No.
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 Like you could have criticised GTA 3 for being a little bit.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
GTA 3 was incredible.
Little bit.
GTA
It's like
3
eating
was
Jacob's crackers.
the
GTA 3.
first proper 3D open world game, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and
You
this
can't
is
criticise that.
Ubisoft's first proper city open world game.
But it just seemed like they're kind of gone down the Ubisoft list of things that it needed.
Yeah.
Tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
tick the box. And I
This
think
is
sometimes
what-
when you boil something down to
Yeah.
like its parts and then you try and rebuild it, sometimes you lose a little bit of the personality of
I
it.
feel like this has been the problem with the Assassin's Creed games, is they concentrate more on pouring in as much content as they can, and
Yeah.
they lose focus when it comes to the other stuff. It's like
Make it smaller and better,
Yeah, exactly.
rather than bigger and a bit less
throwing
good.
loads of stuff at the screen.
Yeah.
Well, the new one looks good, right?
It
Yeah,
looks
it does.
amazing.
I kind of quite like that it's super bloody and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, it's
I
still
like the
been
whole-
sterilised.
The revolution thing as well, that you're controlling the revolution and assisting them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Death
Assassin's
to the
Creed.
Aristos!
Yeah, but there's loads of interiors as well. I like that. And then you walk
Yeah.
in, it's like, oh yeah, look at this.
Well, that's the one thing also about Watch Dogs. It just never felt like you went in anywhere particularly. You were always kind of on the outside.
Yeah.
So it's like a city and it's great, but you're always on the outside
You've
of
got
it.
to sleep in a shipping container.
Fun.
I've done that once before.
Have you?
No.
He probably has. He's lying.
Would have been a great little story though. No, I slept in a shipping container. It's amazing.
No,
Yes.
that's a rubbish story.
How are we going to Watch Dogs and an E3 special?
Well, we were going on to Assassin's Creed for a second there.
We were.
We
and then
touched upon it and then we left.
touched
Yeah,
on
we're
it,
in
like-
danger of getting on topic.
It's
for a
Did
Assassin's
you
second.
Creed
play
interior.
Rainbow Six?
No,
You'll
Rich
play
is playing that
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I've got an hour and a half to try and cover everything Ubi have got, which I
I
think
left you
is
some
going
time
to be
after.
impossible,
You can go back after.
But like
Right.
Assassin's Creed isn't playable.
isn't it?
No.
Apparently, if you push, they're playable.
Well, like
Yeah.
Rainbow Six, I went up and I was like, no, I want to play it, and they were like, yeah. So that was quite fun. You know, like with Payday 2, when we all thought it was going to be really, really cool, and actually it was just a bit dry, and it
Yeah.
didn't quite work. And then, so I don't know I can't remember what the bloody name of the mode is, but like you're protecting a hostage, and then the other teams are trying to infiltrate, and you basically have to kind of put up like barricades and stuff, and then the other team has like little drones, these little, wheel kind of
I'm not
drones.
even sure what they are because they're not
They're
that.
not, yeah, they're tiny. They're like
Yeah.
little spiders. It's
Yeah.
weird. And then they come in, so you can basically, if you're coming from the outside, you can go around the house and see where everything is and where the weak points are. And that was actually quite fun. That felt like what Payday 2 should have been a bit
Yeah.
more like, where it's that kind of cooperative thing. But
So did you see the demo in the conference, the Ubisoft?
I wasn't at, well, it was.
Well, did you watch
I
it?
watched it by the pool. It was quite bright. I saw bits of it. I was
So did you
drinking in between.
did you choose the way to go in?
Yeah, so you can.
So which way did you go in?
Oh, which way did we go? What we were?
Because there was like roof, garden, front door kind of
we
thing.
went to the left a bit.
Oh, okay. So you didn't go in the roof?
No.
Oh, okay.
Surely the roof is the way to go.
Well, no, because you want to try something different to what's already been seen, right?
Roof and then breach all the way through the floors.
Yeah, which you can do, right?
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
ceilings apparently. You can chuck a thing
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on
you
the
can. Yeah,
ceiling.
so you can't fortify the. I asked them, you can't fortify the ceilings, right? You can only do it on the walls, and then something you can chuck down a bit of barbed wire or whatever, and someone has like a shield or
Wait,
something.
so potentially you can go underneath them and
Yeah.
put charges underneath
Yeah,
them
drop them
and
through the
drop them
ceiling.
down
Yeah.
while somebody comes in the window
I'm
and gets
sure
the
there's
hostage.
like that sort of thing, like in Portal, where there's certain areas you can do things to and others that you can't or whatever.
Well, it didn't look like that in the demo.
I want to completely
maybe
gut the house. That's going to be my mission.
Someone needs to do like a changing room. Do you know that weird American one where they knock down the house and rebuild it up?
Yeah, just rip the whole front down.
Actually, no, but I want a flock wallpaper. Like here, I'm gonna get some nice pea green sofas.
We're gonna knock the master bedroom into the small bedroom to have a very loud master.
Open plan house. So,
Can you put a breach charge on the hostage's back? And
no, that would be good though.
You can kill the hostage though.
But not with a breaching charge. That's what I want to blow him up with a breaching charge.
And why would you do that?
Because
reasons. So which team were you?
Well, you switch.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 3 rounds. So first round we defended, then we attacked.
Okay. Which was the more fun?
I think they're both quite equally as fun. I think. Yeah.
Oh,
I enjoyed
awesome.
it. It was quite fun. I played some Batman today.
tomorrow.
You got a good day tomorrow.
I've got to make it
Why is that having like a sexual
day.
charge?
I walked past the Batmobile today, and they've got the full-size Batmobile out on the show floor.
Cool.
And I took a picture of it like a geek.
Oh, see, I was just about to say, I hate the people that just stand there and take a photo.
Oh, no,
because they don't get really close. They stand in the middle, and then nobody can walk behind them, and you don't want to walk in front of them.
You can get a shot of that anyway if you're right there. You've got to go back to the other side. Shall I tell you actually something slightly Batman related that happened today? I nearly injured Troy Baker.
Oh, really?
Really?
How?
So I was at the Turtle Beach then. So because like you tend to see the same people quite a lot of the time. So if I see Troy, you're like, oh hey, yeah, how you doing, whatever. And I'd gone to Turtle Beach because I just wanted to steal some of their coffee. And I went in there and he was there and I was like chatting and he was doing this thing where he was like ha 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 to me like that. And he went to like hook my foot. So I just naturally, my instinct was that he was attacking me. So I just hooked the foot back and he basically fell over towards the table.
Oh,
and then like stopped himself. And the PR was like looking at me and I'm like,
oh.
Technically, I didn't start anything.
Yeah, he brought it upon himself.
No, but then I was just like, oh my
Self-defense.
god, just my natural killer instincts came in. I'm like, sorry, but I felt
you know what
so
that
awful.
is? Playing too many video games.
Just
Warps your mind.
Yeah.
It's just, you just, I don't
They
know.
make you
Do you notice
violent.
your hand-to-eye coordination is better? I do.
Oh, much better.
I knock things off tables and catch them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I do it on purpose sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Matrix style.
Yeah.
Slow down time and just watch it come in slow motion into my hand.
Yeah, so Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too overall.
Oh look, I just like the game.
No, not at E3, but when I saw
Yeah.
it at GDC.
I
I was too much Batmobile for me.
too much Batmobile. I think it was alright. There's a bit of puzzle solving in there with
like
the
puzzle
Batmobile.
Well,
That's
Batmobile's
cool.
a big deal for them, isn't it? It's the first time they've done it properly, so they're gonna.
It's got
put
the
that out there.
afterburner on it.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna be
want
amazing.
the Batwing next.
Yeah.
No, I don't want anything with planes. I'm terrible.
Oh really?
Terrible at flying anything in a game. I'm like, yeah. I was doing Far Cry 4, so like you have to like storm like the fortress thing, and you could basically stealth it, go on an elephant, which I did, amazing.
Oh, you can get on an elephant?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And you go in and you basically just like smash people.
Oh, wow.
And then when the cars come, you like crack into them. That was great. And then I went on like the Little Nelly James Bond style microlight thing and just failed again and again and again and again. Because then once you're up in it, like the snipers are just going at you, and you're sort of like.
What, you
like
can
trying
shoot
to-
from it?
Yeah.
So, are you like steering and...
You can do that in
It's
Battlefield.
confusing.
You can do that in
Okay.
GTA.
Well, yeah, but...
Attack helicopters.
Basically,
Yeah, okay.
The buzzard.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So when I did the elephant level, I apparently finished it faster than anyone else had finished it, and I was
good.
like, "Yeah, I'm amazing!" And then went on to the airplane one, and then failed like 8 times in a row, and I was like, "I think I just need to stop."
It's like me
No,
in
this is not
Battlefield.
my-
Whenever I play Battlefield, I get a chopper. It's like, yeah.
Oh, everyone's dead.
Yeah, but
Whoops.
and everyone's like, oh, fucking.
I just
what are
go
you
into
doing?
hysterics when that happens.
I do it all the time. I do it all the
It's
time.
the funniest thing ever.
And I can't practice.
I'd love to be a pilot, but I can't do the inverted.
Yeah, neither can I.
Even in GTA.
Oh, I
find it
can
hard.
because I'm an invert,
I can't do
but
it.
I still can't
No.
control a chopper. It's like you're on the one stick, and it's like,
Pitch
brilliant.
and yaw.
yeah. But I always Battlefield. I literally get. There's one. I think it was 3. There was like an aircraft carrier, and you fly off from a chopper.
Yeah.
Straight up 4 people in it into the water and run dead.
So they used to have this really cool thing at the Trocadero in London, which was Afterburner, but it was like one of those 360 arcade machines,
Yes.
and it was £3, which was
I played
loads of
that.
money.
Yeah.
But you were like, cool, but you got to go upside down, and I would be badass. I would be shooting everything, killing everything, go to land, crash every time without fail. Couldn't land the damn thing. I was like, £3. So unfair.
£3 is a lot.
It's a lot. That's as much as like a normal fairground ride that they
Yeah,
build
I know,
every
right?
time. You're
You
like,
get to go upside down though. You can't put a price on that.
going upside down should be cheaper, really. There should be better ways to go upside down.
So, have you seen any EA stuff?
Yes. So, I did Battlefield Hardline.
Thoughts?
Did you get to play it?
I played it.
Yeah, I played it for about
Really?
I played it, but I found it...
And it's not that good?
It's quite... Well, it was the one where basically you got to go and steal money from their vault and then bring it back to yours, which I didn't really...
It took me like 10 minutes to work out what was going on.
No, I did. I was just running around shooting and I was like, there's objectives here, what are they? But the map's so big, so there was quite a lot of it where I was just running around and there was nobody there. But then I did all right. I thought I did really badly, and actually I did above average score-wise, which is unusual for a kind of Battlefield game.
Yeah.
Because then I was playing it and I was expecting it to obviously... I don't know why, just be a bit more like COD because it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And then it's not like that, obviously.
Were vehicles not readily available?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was vehicles.
Squad cars, muscle cars for the thieves, little patrol bikes.
You can actually spawn, so when you die, which I did a fair bit, you can basically start spawn point or one of your player spawn points or into vehicles, or then I spawned to someone who was on the back of a motorbike, and suddenly I was like, boom, on the back of the motorbike, and I was like, what the hell's going on? But that was quite good.
Cool.
That was quite fun. But yeah, there was still running around quite a lot in spaces where there was just nobody. Even though there's that many people playing, there was massive gaps where there was nobody.
There was
there.
what, 30 people, 32?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just crazy.
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, I'm not sold on it yet.
Really?
It was alright. It's Battlefield, but I didn't have a tank.
Yeah, that's weird.
Or a jet.
Yeah, that must feel a bit odd.
Yeah, it's downgrade from 4, from 3.
I was trying to think,
4.
what else there was EA, so there was The Sims, I didn't see that.
You seen Dragon Age?
Well, no, there wasn't much point for that playable. I will play that, I do love Dragon Age, but because I'm doing stuff with the mirror, I'm like...
It's got to be playable.
Well, it's not just that, also they probably
Care about
don't
Dragon Age,
care about Dragon Age. I care about Dragon Age, I care about The Witcher, but I'm thinking that might be a step too far.
Yeah.
I'll ease them into it slowly.
Yeah.
So I did 3 or 4 videos about FIFA because that's a bit more relevant,
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Dragon Age today.
Not playable?
No.
That surprises me.
But it's a 40-minute demo.
Is it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
It's everything that was wrong with 2
They've
is
addressed.
fixed. Like
what?
The world is huge and there's no recycled environments. Well, not that we saw in the demo, obviously. That could change.
Oh, they're making a big point of that.
Yeah,
they're not going to do that again.
Anywhere you can see, you can go. And you can influence the area with putting... You can set up...
Can you have sex with your teammates?
I assume so. It's a BioWare game.
That's the main thing.
They're horny guys.
When I played 2, I played the male character and then had a gay love affair with Anders the mage.
Oh, I hate Anders. Fuck that guy.
But the funniest thing was it made me start playing in a really weird way where when we go into battle I'd be like, get off my boyfriend anytime someone started attacking him. It was really weird.
Do you know what's weird? I kind of inadvertently got my gay on with Anders as well in Dragon Age 2.
You just stumbled into having sex.
Because I was trying to crack onto Isabella, the gypsy piratey one, and she was so difficult to get in the sack.
What? No, she's not. She's easy.
No,
the first time.
But then after that, getting a relationship and a romance with her, so hard, and just...
It's more than the sex for you then.
Yeah, no, this whole thing started with Anders. I was like, hold on, this is going a bit further than I thought.
You know, sometimes when you choose something in the conversation room and you think it's going to say one thing and then it says something a little bit and you're like, that's not what I signed up for, that's not what I agreed to.
That's what happened.
So, weird thing about Isabella is the girl who does the voice, she was in my class at school.
Really?
So I just couldn't go down that road. I was like, it's too freaking weird. I know her really well. Yeah, really odd. I was like, I don't need to hear Vicky being really sexual to me. That's just peculiar.
Oh, wow.
It's the same thing with Mass Effect with them. Oh god, what's her name? Diana. What's her face? The one that they put in. IGN girl. Yeah, Chobot.
Oh,
and I was just like, no, on principle, no. Can't
She's
be.
an annoying character as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
No, you
I
can't.
wanted to punch her. You can't punch her, can you? It's only that Al Jahani.
Yeah.
It's a good memory, that. I've played it 12 times. So.
Have you?
Well, she's in every game, so I played Mass Effect 1 6 times.
Wow.
Mass Effect 2 4 times. Mass Effect 3 3
How can
times.
you play any game 6 times over?
Because Chivos.
God, Dan.
Did
I don't know why I'm surprised.
Did you get the startling revelation that you can now say, well, not now, I assume it's been like this for a while, you can say Xbox go to Chivos and it goes to achievements.
They stole that from you.
Fucking yeah!
You should get royalties.
It's my dream. I don't care, I just want it in the dictionary.
Okay.
When it's in the dictionary.
Chivos!
When it's in the dictionary. Exactly. When it's in the dictionary, I will just retire. I'll just close the site down.
I need a job.
Close the site down and just go. I'll put the rest in peace kind of site, but then underneath,
Eli's
long
Chivo.
live the Chivos.
Right.
That's what I'm going for.
What is your gamer score?
140,000.
That's not that good. Lee Abrahams is our highest scorer on the site with 300 and something.
No, on the site,
Thousand.
on the staff.
On the staff, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably arguable.
Wow.
We've got
Who's the highest on the site?
Some of our mods and stuff.
Oh, the mods. I'm just counting the editorial.
Well, Stallion frequents our site. Smirnoff, one of our Canadian guys, he's a lovely guy. I met him at PAX.
Stoff?
No, Smirnoff. He was on like 750,000 or something like that last year. So
See, I feel like I shouldn't really be here because I never go after Chivos ever.
Really?
I never do it.
But it's satisfying when one pops, right? You feel that little...
of course. But I feel like when I play through a game, I feel like the only way it has meaning is if your decisions are sort of like final. So you play, it's like life, right?
Yeah.
Good or bad, that was the choice you made, and that's your experience of that game. And I don't know, it feels weird to go
I
back.
completely agree with you on that respect. I hate achievements and trophies
When
that
you gotta
force
go
you to be good or
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
It's like, no, don't do that, because you're going to have people play the game twice,
Yeah.
and they're going to have completely different experiences. But at the end of the day, they're not going to have that one experience. They're going to be like, oh, well, I did this on this one and this on this one.
Yeah.
Rather than just doing it. Like Mass Effect doesn't do any achievements with good or bad. It's either. So you either reach full loyalty or full, not loyalty, Paragon, first
or
Renegade.
Renegade, yeah.
The first one, didn't it?
No, not in terms of like decisions.
Okay.
It's not like choose him or choose them.
Oh, okay,
Dragon
I see what you
Age
mean.
does, which really fucking annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But Mass Effect doesn't. Not that I remember anyway. It's been a while since I played Mass Effect. I should maybe go back and play all three of them again.
Oh, jeez.
Please don't.
Play something new.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, Dragon Age, Inquisition, I think, so far that's the best thing I've seen.
Oh.
See, now I want to go and see it.
Go and see it.
Alright.
It's
See.
brilliant. Like, just the whole influence thing just really intrigues me. Like, there's a war going on between the
Yeah.
Mages and the Templars, as it has been in every Dragon Age game, and you can influence that by setting up camps, sticking spies and stuff. And they didn't really show much of that, but they were just talking about it in general. But we got to fight a big dragon. It's like, yeah.
Dragons. Well, you'd hope so, really, with a name like
Yeah, like
Dragon Age
Dragon
would be a
Age.
bit rubbish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very impressed by that today.
Everyone's saying Metal Gear 5 is incredible. I get to see that tomorrow.
God, your day tomorrow is amazing.
I've got an awesome day.
I saw Bloodborne today.
Oh, tell us about that.
Bloodborne, it's great.
Tell us about it.
See,
us.
I never-
Expand on that, it's
Yeah.
great.
I never
Yeah.
played Demon Souls, but
Yeah.
this is meant to be a spiritual success kind of thing, right? Is that what the rumour is?
That's what the rumour was, but I think this might be something entirely
It feels like
different.
a Dark Souls-esque kind of game with
Well,
the kind of
This is
enemies
the
that you
thing,
fight.
Dark Souls was always Demon Souls' spiritual
Yeah,
successor.
but this-
So this is something...
Whereas Dark Souls and Demon Souls were like kind of very clunk. I don't want to say clunky because that's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
Whereas they're dressed up in this big armour and stuff, and they're rolling slowly and then swiping. Like this is like really quick. It's
Yeah.
like it's more about agility, and you're nipping
okay.
in and skipping around people. But that was really interesting.
That was a presentation then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's like pre alpha. It's
Right.
like it's not out till next year. I'm surprised they're even showing it off, to be honest.
Well, I guess because all that stuff leaked, they probably
Yeah.
forced their hand a bit.
And otherwise they didn't have much else, right?
Yeah. I
GTA
played some
5.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay, you've got
That's
that tomorrow
playable
as well.
Oh.
It's actually really cool.
Is it different?
Yeah, I think it is. Well, okay, I don't know. I didn't play like the last ones like a lot. But you have like the different modes for each character. So you have like 3 different modes for each character, which means you have like slightly different skill set. So it means that there's lots of different ways you can play, which is really
Okay.
cool. Then I think it was 4 new characters they announced. 4 sounds about right.
Yeah.
They were really fun to play, and it felt like I never learn like the proper moves. I'm like a tactical button masher because you know it's going to be like down, back, or down, forward, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I tend to just
Guess until
go
you get
through
one
it
right.
until I get one right, and I'm like, oh cool, I'll keep doing that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah. So I do with Blanket on Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Just keep tapping it. Until
Yeah, make him electrocute stuff,
Yeah.
and then you're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But that was really fun. I mean, it looks incredible, and there's loads of environmental stuff like on the actual stages. So there's like different points where it sort of like shines, like it's like a barrel or something where you can like jump off things and then do like attack moves, or things that you can pick up and throw at them.
Oh, cool.
So like logs. There's one where
Justice.
Yeah.
So I guess that's starting to leak now into...
Yeah. And so there was one which was called The Cove, which was like this cool like pirate themed one, which looked wicked. And there's like dead bodies that kind of get thrown out the water, and you can like throw them.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a bit sick though, right?
It's really, really sick, but they put a lot of thought into it. So depending on what characters you pick, so in the matchup they will have like a unique bit of chit chat beforehand, just for those two characters, which is cool. The fatalities are beyond disgusting.
Yeah.
But then brilliant. Like
That's
go right ahead. That's
combat
what it's
is.
all about.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be super serious.
Exactly.
So what else have you seen today? I haven't really spoke to you. How's Pez?
Pez is looking great, but I can't really talk about it because it's embargoed till the 25th of June.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not actually been formally announced.
Who does that during E3?
It's not been formally
Tickle him and
announced.
make
Yeah.
him talk.
So we should probably edit this out.
No, it's fine.
Really? Okay.
Well, everyone knows Pez is coming this year. Everyone knows FIFA's coming this year.
Alright, well I've played it, but I can't say anything.
Okay.
Let's try and judge it by his face. It was sexual?
He actually just said it was great.
I did.
so-
No, redacted. I have no opinion either way.
So what else today? Because you've had a busy day, right?
Yeah, I saw Disney Infinity 2.0 with the Marvel characters, and I got a little Spider-Man figurine, which is nice. I got to play Evil Within, but you'd already played that. I played the same section.
Good, like it? Because I
like it. I wasn't as scared as I thought I'd be.
Cheap jump scares as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some weird stuff like you go into the mansion and there's just kind of disembodied, kind of weird sounds, and they're not really attached to anything. It seems a bit.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, that seems kind of artificial. That they've kind of just put weird audio in just to freak you out a bit.
I don't know, but then like look at something like Dead Space where it was like a proper like sound mix, and if you were playing it on like 5.1, 7.1 or whatever, and you could hear like the whispers come from over there and then go around you, and that just made it like super creepy. Or when you like cut up like a necromorph and its bits were on the floor, and then you'd be going through and you'd accidentally kick one, and it would jump out from the bottom of the screen and then do that weird. Like
you'd
they got the
arm sort of
they got
spindly.
and they got the floppiness right. So when it was like flesh, so it had that kind of weird jiggle about it.
Never played Dead Space.
Did you never?
No.
Oh, it's really good.
It's the only it's one of two franchises. I can't remember the other one that I didn't play last year.
1 and 2, definitely.
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
3.
It's just an awful lot of fetch quests.
Yeah.
Just endless, and you're sort of like I felt quite sorry for Isaac. You're like, why is no one else doing anything? They're all just sitting around. And here's me, Muggins, sorting all this shit out. Thanks.
It's like you get to the safe bit and you with everyone and you think, oh.
And then they send you off
And
again,
they go,
and you're
"Off you
like,
go."
great,
Oh.
screw you guys.
Yeah, cheers.
I played Little Big Planet 3 today.
Did you?
That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah. So was it then?
It's alright. It's like they've got new characters this time, so it's not just Sackboy.
They're called like Tumbles and Bumble and Huddle and Waddle.
One was called Toggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. One's like a bird. One's
the demo was quite funny.
Yeah.
Oh, the press conference.
With Sarah. Yeah. I was like, hi Sarah, mastered that double jump yet? And
yeah, but like everyone on the demo team seemed to have like a bit of an issue at some point.
Yeah.
But it was the first time that I was like, they're actually playing it, because a lot of the time I'm like, nah, it don't look like they're playing it.
There is a reason why.
Why? Oh,
so,
okay.
Apparently they were testing it and it was fine. There was a slight delay on the controllers, but with everybody having their Bluetooth on and having their phones on and the wireless and everything, it turned it in when it was like a split second into a 2-second delay on the button presses. So they were having to try and guess in advance where they would be in 2 seconds.
So like when I do Sky and I blag using the big weather screen to like demo different games and stuff, the lag on that is at least
and it makes it unplayable sometimes, right?
Well, bearing in mind, like the host doesn't particularly play games anyway.
Yeah.
So
makes
like
he's
at a real disadvantage, and the lag is quite severe.
Yeah.
It was quite spectacular when we showed off Forza, and he somehow turned the car over, and I was like, I didn't even know you could do that.
I've never seen
in Forza.
that.
I was like, how did that? And then like I'm trying to have like a really intellectual conversation about gaming and addiction and blah blah blah, and I'm just laughing all the way through.
So you must have seen the new Forza then?
It was there.
It was there. That must be your audience.
Cars
and football.
Cars
and football.
Yeah, there's another cars, more tracks.
It's only like 200.
Blah blah blah.
Usually
blah,
when it's like we've got 9,000 cars. It's like,
I can't get excited about cars. I'm sorry.
but cars and rain and night.
I know, but then it's all just the same spiel every year. It's like there's more of this, there's more of that. Da 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 da. Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite good.
I don't like. I was saying this the other day that Motorsport I've gone off now.
Yeah.
But Horizon, great music. Soundtrack on 1 was brilliant. Like Enemy and stuff like that on it. It's bringing it out.
I didn't play it enough to know
What? You didn't play it? You should play it. Actually, I didn't.
Either.
What? Oh my god! I'm surrounded by infidels.
I find it's sometimes really tough because like doing like games journalism, and then you have to kind of talk about games that you never play, and I feel like I should really know more about this stuff, but it's really hard to be interested.
No one can possibly play everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Impossible.
I've got a pile of games.
Out of them, you could put them into your vault.
I could.
He has already started one. If you go to his house, there's a stack about this big of games.
It's my pile of
he
shame.
hasn't played yet.
It's my pile of shame, and I'm working through them.
Actually, that's probably.
It's about right.
Probably more than that.
It's probably about 2 foot, a foot, foot and a half.
Foot and a half. Yeah.
But it's a little bit mental. And,
We've nearly.
we are. All right, let's wrap it up then. Okay, so we've done a highlight of E3, which can include anything. Let's go for game of the show.
Oh.
Is it early for that though? Having
I
everything?
haven't seen everything yet. You need to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow I'm going to Vegas, so we can't do it tomorrow. So pretend you've seen everything.
Oh god.
All right, let's go with All right, let's not do game of the show. Let's go for most anticipated game based on what you've seen at the show.
So just best game you've played so far?
Well, no, because that'd be game of the show.
Not necessarily.
Because like I can be anticipated about.
Anticipated.
Yeah, but like most anticipated about Rainbow Six. Is it Siege now?
Yeah.
Siege.
Yeah, so I could say that even though I've just seen it at the press conference.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So that's how that's how I'm framing it.
All right.
So any game you don't necessarily have had to see it, but you might have heard about it.
I've just forgotten everything I've seen. I was excited about Morpheus. I was excited to play that.
Okay.
For the
That's
first
not a game though.
Yeah, but there are games in it.
Oh, okay.
Are there? Because I hear it's just a lot of tech demos at the moment.
It is a lot of tech demos at the moment.
No, here, just go on a cage.
Okay, so Far Cry 4.
Okay.
I know it's not going to be world changing or whatever, but I
You say
really
that.
enjoyed 3.
Far Cry 3, we won our game of the year.
Far Cry 3 was great.
And The Order 1886, I played it. I wasn't like super blown away by it, but I think it has the possibility of being really interesting, and it's great new IP. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going for both of those?
Oh, fuck off.
No, let's go for right. 2. Come on.
Destiny for me so far.
Okay.
See, I haven't really. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that tomorrow.
Destiny's been my high point so far. So yeah.
Anything else up there?
Defied my expectations. Do you know what? Temple of Osiris was quite fun. I will buy that. I will play that.
Is that Guardian of Light 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will play that.
Your opinion now means nothing to
Alien, obviously. I mean,
Yes,
Alien,
Alien.
definitely getting that.
Yeah.
See, there's so many. There's actually a lot of games that I've come away thinking I'm going to go play that.
Yeah.
I'm going to play that.
me. I want to go and see Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, that's what someone was saying about
got
that.
to play that.
But
Pre E3,
yeah.
so we've already covered
Is
it.
it good?
I really enjoyed it, yeah. I thought it was great. I love the Nemesis system.
Okay.
What they've done with that. It's really interesting.
Might go and check that out then.
So yeah, I think I've got some free time tomorrow, but I think we're filling up with interviews. But if I do, I'm going to go and just check that out.
Cool.
I can't wait to play Batman tomorrow. I'm really
Yeah.
excited about that.
It looks so.
Yeah, and Mortal Kombat, in fact. I love
That
Mortal
looks
Kombat.
so
See
good
Halo
as well.
tomorrow.
Yay!
Hello.
What's
Hello
Neo
too.
looking for?
Oh, terrible. Actually, I
And on that
started a
note-
podcast about that once.
Oh, really?
And in terms of me, Dragon Age so far. And Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah.
Just like the vibe.
Cool.
It
One
looks
game, one
pretty.
game.
Can we
Well,
eat
Jules
crisps
wanted
now
to. Yeah, when we sign up, but
No, it's only 56 minutes. We got.
but I started it
10
like
minutes
2 minutes late.
Did you?
So yeah, thanks very much for joining us. I'm speaking to you while you're eating because
Crisps.
that's the best thing. And I'm going to speak to Rich now while he's eating.
Do you want these to have?
No, I'm good.
They're really good.
So yeah, that was episode 11, 10.
Oh, no, I
Oh, you don't want to pick that one up.
Dan, your crotch smells of cheese.
It did before it was there.
If anything, it's just made it smell less of cheese.
How does that work? I love that we're ending on a cheesy dick
nullifies
joke.
it.
It nullifies it.
You know, like in Street Fighter when the fireballs hit each other.
So cheese plus
versus cheese
is no cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancels it out.
So yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Julia.
Yes,
it's
thank
been
you
a
very
pleasure.
much.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, Rich, for
Just
Being here again.
just being here again.
No problem.
And this has been
Anytime.
episode 11/2. Thank you very much for joining us. And
3.
three.
You're rubbish with numbers.
Numbers terrible. And this is day 3 of E3. I've got that now then. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you after E3. Dun, dun, dun.
I can't believe you just ended.
Bye.
I always end on cheese.
Have a Cheeto.
Yeah, there's loads here. We've actually got some popcorn under there as well.